Hi, so it's so nice to meet you. I should probably explain who I am. I'm Sophie Toh and I have a PR agency called Toh that specialises in hospitality, tourism and retail. COVID-19 has literally thrown us a curveball and everyone's a little bit like, what happened? So I know from where I am as a communications expert, I've over the past 2 weeks seen some really interesting solutions to some really big challenges in the marketplace. So I kind of came up with something I've called the COVID-19 Top 5. There are 5 tips that I wanted to share with the community right now. They all begin with C, which is good. And they're just communications tips that maybe people can think about, they can share, they can have a think about whether it's relevant for them. But I think the overall thing is we're wanting to help, wanting to share, and we'll get through this together, hopefully. Tip number 1 for everyone, I think this is a big one, is guys, keep communicating. I think it's so natural when you're in a crisis just to be like, zip, quiet, oh my God, I can't, I'm frozen. You know, business is stalling and I'm frightened. And I think that what we need to remember is that this is a moment of opportunity. So, you know, people are literally sitting at homes on their phones and there's never been a better time to get your audience's attention. So it's really my sincere belief that brands that are kind of communicating now, they're staying in touch with their audiences, they're offering reassurance, they're offering tips, just a point of view or an emotion. These are the brands that are going to come out the other side with their kind of brand values intact. Tip number 2 is creativity. Your doors may be shut, but the lights are not off just yet. So think creative. You've still got mouths to feed. People are still eating 3 times a day, maybe more if they're stuck at home. So can you do delivery? Can you do curbside pickup? Can you do, pre-order? Can you give away vouchers that people can buy now to kind of redeem later? We can host live Instagram parties for happy hour. We can have virtual pub quizzes. Reform, they're doing a pub quiz that girls get together on social. We can have ladies' nights. So, don't forget that your community is out there wanting to listen to you. They might not be able to get together in a kind of social, physical environment, but you can still host your favorite moments online. So this is a moment, I think, when brands that are thinking smart and thinking a little bit differently can build their community and build their profile even when times are a little bit tough. So the next point is all about care and CSR. CSR is corporate social responsibility, but it's basically about being nice and looking out for other people around yourself. So there's some really nice ways to kind of think about how does your brand support people when things aren't great. We hope that things will return to normal, but equally, now's the time maybe to think about giving back. And also, as a point here in the Middle East, we've got Ramadan coming up in I think just 20 days or so. So, that is a time for charity, that's a time for reflection, that's a time for thinking about families. So, I think this year, Ramadan and CSR efforts during the Holy Month will be even more important than ever before. So probably now is the time to start planning that. The last tip is consolidation. So this is the kind of boring bit. This is like clearing out that cupboard at home that never, ever, ever gets touched. But you kind of have to do it at work too sometimes as well. So there's no better time now to think about a new website, think about redesigning your social media feeds. What about doing a really cool photo shoot for social media so when times get busy you can kind of come back to the shoot you do today? And maybe thinking about how your database and CRM is working. Is now the time to build an app? Maybe. So I think it's, let's pray for better times ahead, but also let's make sure when they come, we're springing into action even better than we were before. Stay home, stay safe.